Welcome to Auroa, the incubator of World 2.0. My name's Jay Skell, and we've been expecting you. You've been invited here to innovate, to invent, and to create. But we're also asking you to do the most important thing with your lives that you can do.
Imagine Jurassic Park, but replace dinosaurs with high-tech drones, artificial intelligence, deadly mercenaries, and the Punisher. That's what awaits you in Auroa in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is the latest release in the popular Tom Clancy series and is a sequel to 2016's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Thankfully though, you don't need to play Wildlands to understand the story and enjoy Breakpoint. The USS or CA, or look, SEAY, however you want to say it, has sunk near the island of Auroa, which is the home of Skell Tech.
My name is Wayne Campbell. I live in Aurora, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. Excellent.
The US government are unable to establish any contact on the island and employ not just a squad, but 32 ghosts to find out what's going on. Shortly after arriving, your helicopter is attacked by a swarm of drones, quite like the Flock in Gears 5, and upon surviving the crash, you learn that former ghost Cole D. Walker, John Bernthal, has gone rogue and has not only taken over the island, including Skeltech's assets, but also has his own army.
Walker. Shall we, Weaver?
Ghost Recon Breakpoint plays like the love child of Ghost Recon Wildlands, The Division, and Splinter Cell. You'll be playing in third person as you hide and cover, sneak through an enemy outpost, hijack vehicles, and now for the first time in the series, cover yourself in mud and camouflage into your surroundings, just like in Predator. Ghost Recon Breakpoint does require more attention though than The Division. Unlike The Division, combat won't simply be pop into cover and start shooting. You'll need to be more strategic when it comes to enemy encounters. Do you have enough ammo to go loud? Is there anything nearby that might attract unwanted attention? If you quietly take out a roaming guard, will his friends notice? In some instances, it's even better to holster your weapon and sneak past patrols.
Hostiles are here somewhere. We'll find them.
After you've created your character, you'll be given a pistol, and you'll need to make your way somewhere safe. This introduction to the mechanics of Ghost Recon Breakpoint is all about timing and approaching situations. Yes, you can go in loud like John Spartan and Demolition Man. Or you can sneak around the guards like John McClane in Die Hard.
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint also has more of an emphasis on survival, as Auroa is a hostile territory. There aren't many areas to return to a nearby base and heal up, so you need to find a safe place to camp up, replenish health, and even give yourself some buffs by eating and drinking. Combat is everything in the Ghost Recon series, and Breakpoint builds on the further foundations left by Wildlands. During the introduction, you'll be given your first skill point, which can be funneled into a class, which you can change at any time. You'll be able to specialize as a field medic, an assault, a panther, which is basically a submachine gun specialist, or the sharpshooter. We picked the sharpshooter, which gave us the ability to shoot scanning pulse darts, and the standard upgraded breathing, stability, and range. After picking a class, you'll be able to upgrade your drone, give yourself night vision goggles, and of course, parachutes. There is nothing better than having a squad full of mates parachuting down to your objective and syncing up shots. It's like having cake with ice cream and you're eating it out of a bowl of chocolate. Ghost Recon Breakpoint also has a new gear management system like in Destiny and The Division. Each weapon and gear you pick up will affect your gear score. Previous Ghost Recon titles have focused on the one-shot, one-kill system. In Wildlands, you can pick any weapon you like and tackle the campaign. Some weapons shot further and had different statistics, but now Breakpoint will have different damage statistics, which come into play with the new enemy types, drones. Standard military enemies can be taken down in a precise headshot from generally any weapon, but if you want to deal some damage to elites or drones, you'll need a more powerful weapon.
Shit.
Sadly, what's missing from Ghost Recon Breakpoint is AI teammates. In Ghost Recon Wildlands, if you decide to play alone, you were given 3 other ghosts to command. Players could then call out targets for your team to line up shots, advise your team to equip silencers, and even customize your squad by changing them completely. In the opening of Breakpoint, you'll start alone, and unless you're playing with friends, you'll remain alone. Ubisoft are releasing a patch at some point to reintroduce AI teammates, but currently there are none. This does make Breakpoint more of a challenge that some may love, while others may be turned off in this entry to the series until they patch in some changes. Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, I am a customization whore. In Ghost Recon Wildlands, players could not only customize their characters' outfits, but could also create presets. So if you're going from the desert into a jungle setting, you could quickly change to your pre-saved outfit and boom, you're camouflaged. Unfortunately, this doesn't return for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, but you can easily go into a prone position and cover yourself in dirt to blend in. Customization options are also less than what we got in Wildlands. You can't give your character a cigar or a ghillie suit on top of your outfit. Of course, we'll get more options as Ghost Recon further evolves, but if you want some sweet gear, which is yes, cosmetic only, you'll have to get the premium currency. It is a little annoying that if you want to kit out your ghost in the coolest cosmetic gear, you do need to pay extra.
On production. Yeah, well, we only have $1,000 left anyway.
Oh, there's $1,000 leaving town tax.
The gunsmith is also back for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. My personal favourite Ghost Recon is Future Soldier. Now in Future Soldier, you could take any weapon from the game, go into the gunsmith, and customise it basically however you wanted. I turned a revolver into a goddamn sniper rifle. In Ghost Recon Wildlands, we got the gunsmith, which still allowed us to alter weapons, but not to the extent we got to in Future Soldier. Players could change their weapon to suit the environment they were in. Prefer using an assault rifle over a submachine gun? No problem, just replace the barrel from the assault rifle from standard to short, giving you better handling in smaller areas. In Ghost Recon Breakpoint, the gunsmith isn't the gunsmith I fell in love with. You can add attachments to weapons, but you can't alter the physical weapon. You can't fold the stock of an MP5 in to give it greater mobility. You can't give a sniper rifle a shorter barrel. Instead, you'll find the exact same weapon you're already carrying, but already modified for close range or range. So instead of carrying one weapon that you can alter to make into the master of all situations, you could potentially be carrying 3 of the exact same weapon.
I want you to bunt. I will touch my belt buckle not once, not twice, but thrice.
At the opening of Breakpoint, 32 ghosts arrive on Auroa and are immediately shot down. After the introduction, players will arrive in a Destiny tower-like area where they can purchase new gear with obtainable currency or microtransactions, interact with other players, and emote. While the social interaction of the tower works within the Destiny series, starting Breakpoint with helicopter crashes and ghosts being killed, and then introducing a multiplayer hub where players can run around and emote, removes the dire and realistic situation that Breakpoint sets up. The location of Auroa is beautiful. Imagine if Google bought an island, and then all of their technology and drones and weapons, well hey look, a search history can be used as a weapon, are developed and tested on this island. The architecture, the labs, the mansions are fantastic, but the one thing it's missing is a civilian life. Ghost Recon Wildlands took place in a fictional interpretation of Bolivia, with civilians driving around in cars, getting caught in crossfire, being taken hostage. Driving around Auroa, you'll mostly interact with the Wolves, which is the Punisher / John Bernthal's elite soldiers, private military, and drones. There are some changes that Ghost Recon Breakpoint have made that work both for and against it. The story is outstanding and John Bernthal is a damn eye magnet. The gameplay is Ghost Recon, the immersion is there, the gunplay is the same, the enemies and tactical gameplay is pure gold. But some of the side changes they've made, such as the customization and gear score and gunsmith, make this entry feel more like an expanded Division title than a Ghost Recon title. I love both of these series, but it feels like they're merging the world of Ghost Recon and the Division together when they should remain their own separate titles. Besides some of the small changes though, this is still a Ghost Recon title, and is still damn fun. If you've got a couple of mates and you're looking for something to play that requires planning, callouts and teamwork, this is the title for you. What if you've never played a Ghost Recon title before? All we can say is take your time with it. Don't expect Call of Duty when you fire up the game. Grab a drink, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, lock yourself in a room and immerse yourself in this world.
I wouldn't even